Welcome to the short form of the shorter form format of a very large game. My name is the Combo, the Critalist Combo, and you are who?
I'm I'm just the sidekick.
This is Brandon. This is Connor. Brandon is very humble. Um, I was just running around here after kind of doing this out of sync with the videos we've been uploading so far, and I just wanted to make this its own thing by itself.
Then I guess we're gonna see why.
Yeah, we are. So if you notice, my horse goes away here.
Right, on this. Why?
I was invaded
Oh.
by an NPC invader that shows up here.
Oh, okay.
It killed me before because this invader is dual wielding knives that can shoot projectile blood damage at you,
Oh,
and it bled me out.
that's
The bleed buildup on it for that NPC is quite strong. And me being a chunky lad, I was expecting something a little less heinous. But no, this bloody finger here really fucked me up pretty good. And then fighting him with the mosquito was annoying at first. Luckily, the mosquito came down with a bad case of death. And you see how much bleed that was?
yeah, that was a lot.
And those were 2 block hits. And then, boom, blooded.
Jesus.
Nearly died there.
God.
Very fast bleeds. Luckily for me, there's a really bell-themed samurai man who I met randomly in the swamps, who can be summoned in at the dragon boss fight. He's a hunter of bloody fingers, so anytime a bloody finger pops up, he will randomly find you and fight him off for you. So we double-teamed him, and, as one does, it was more complicated than it would be, but so far I've noticed something.
Huh.
Every NPC invader only has 1 Estus so far.
Huh.
And they all seem to be doing multiple status types, like a player character would. I fought a guy who was a Blood and Frost invader in the Hold. And now I'm fighting another Blood invader. And then there's also a woman in the Blood Rot, so like the rabbit poison area, who also does bleed. Basically, if it's an NPC invader in this game, they do bleed damage. I fought a bunch of scary women in those swampy areas, and they just love the bleeds.
Oof.
Now, the reason I wanted to make sure I could kill him and just move on from this is there was a cave very close to where we landed the first time I fought him. This one.
Alright.
I wanted to see what was in it because I didn't know anything about it. I haven't seen any coverage on it. I just said, you know what? What's in the cave? And it's nothing assumed yet. It's Murky Water Cave. It's something that's kind of a synonym for the local area because the water's kind of murky where we're at. Like, there's a Murky Water Catacombs that we went through, and that had the cat demon, I believe.
Yeah.
The watchdog.
Mm.
So I went through here, and at first it didn't seem particularly special. Just a bandit hold.
Yep. Cave.
Yep, pretty dark cave, bunch of bandits. Really slow boys who die instantly if they decide to go full guard impact.
Right.
They leaned into it, so I leaned back. Main thing is, there was a few more of them than I was expecting initially, and the entire area I found out the second time coming back here is that there's a bunch of traps with little bells attached to them to aggro the whole camp. So that's really the trick of it, is the enemies aren't difficult, and they don't hurt very much.
But they attack at forwards.
Yep, so you could get overwhelmed if you couldn't manage your spacing. Luckily for me, I went in at +2 with a fire weapon, and it led to that comedic moment right there.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, a chest.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, a little chesty here. What's in here? And it's a mushroom. Nothing. Just, it's a craftable, that's cool, but it needs nothing.
They were guarding a mushroom.
Yep, they were guarding a single mushroom.
Oh boy.
So I looked around and I got a little lost for a moment because it's pretty dark.
Right. At least now you have a torch.
Yes, that did help some. So, okay, where do I go? There's one of those bell traps, and I think this is actually the way back.
Yeah.
So I got a little turned around there. There's a summoning pool, and that's what told me there was something off about this place. If there's a summoning pool, why is it full of just bandits?
Huh.
Because summoning pools are something you see in, like, dungeons, or places with a boss in the area.
Okay.
And then, after going down here, we just hit a fog wall.
Huh.
So I put away the torch, and I went in. And there's nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Why was there a fog wall then?
Yeah, that really makes you think, huh? And so I went over and I see that there's only a chest in the room. And you can...
Oh, wait a fucking minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, does that mean...
So I opened the chest.
Okay, it's not what I thought.
Nope. But someone goes, "Wow,
What?
it
Okay.
was Patches all along."
Wait, what?
You went through someone else's chest and Patches came in going, "Excuse me, you're trying to steal from me? Well, I'll steal from you
Oh.
every piece of coin on your corpse."
Fuck.
And so Patches came in,
Oh,
RKO out of
God.
nowhere,
Oh, God, Patches.
and it was the best. Like, I got a few good hits in, but to be honest, it was a weird PvP opportunity because Patches plays the same way. Look, he's doing that enemy walk, and he
Yeah.
can kick your shit.
Oh, he can do the kick.
Yep, he's still got the kick.
Damn it, Patches.
I think it's attached to that spear
Oh.
he has, and yeah, that could have been fatal, but, you know, he backed off, which was an interesting choice.
Oh, Jesus.
So I swung into him a little bit more.
It doesn't help that your build started out as a pseudo sorcerer cleric,
Yeah,
so he kind of hates that.
yeah, stealth cleric, so it kind of leaned in, and he immediately gives up at half health. You could choose to try and kill him and continue the fight. I did not.
Oh, this is one of those rare moments.
And it says enemy Felden treats it like a boss encounter. You get the emote for begging for your life.
Oh, and he still does the squat.
He still does the squats. And him and I have some talks, and he's like, and does the classic, "Well, are you going to forgive me?" Because Patches has to do that every game where he asks for forgiveness. And if you forgive him, he becomes a vendor.
Is the only one he doesn't do that in Bloodborne?
Yes. Though he'll still ask for forgiveness. And still give you the emote, too.
Was Patches in Sekiro?
I don't know.
Huh.
I would be surprised if not. Oh, and he's called Patches the Untethered in this one.
What was he always called before?
He changes every game.
Oh.
Patches the Jackal, Patches the Hyena, Patches the Redacted because he wasn't in Dark Souls 2.
Oh.
Unbreakable Patches is Dark Souls 3, and now we have Patches the Untethered. And then I forget what he was called. Oh yeah, Patches the Spider in Bloodborne.
Right.
Because it's pretty on the nose. And all he does is he says that he could be a vendor for you and just for you to come back. So we have a little gab, and then we just part ways. He's just gonna sit there. I wish he would give me the emote for him to do, so I can start doing Slav squats when I help people in co-op.
Probably one of those things where you have to come back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So yeah, he's just there, and he's called the Untethered, so he's playing in with that motif on tethering. As soon as he said that name, I did try to zoom in to look at his hands to see if they're still his hands or if he's using prosthetics.
Why would that matter?
So there's some theming in the game with stealing limbs. We'll get into it in later parts since I'm now in one of the castles of Godric the Golden. But that boss at the beginning of the game is made out of severed limbs.
Huh.
Because the Tarnished are immortal, and it's... I don't know, there's something very nihilistic about the world building here. We'll go ahead and let Nakamura say a few things here. But the main thing is, I've noticed it is a thematic evolution of the Souls series where the way of life and the way of the gods and immortality is unsustainable. In this game, it's swerved so hard that regular everyday life has become fucked by the concept of immortality. Like, the Rune of Death appearing and the Elden Ring being broken seems to be the result of a system where the immortals stay immortal and the people who are mortal now are fucked because of these large beings hoarding their resources.
Huh.
And a part of that comes from the Tarnished getting stripped of their limbs and having someone who wants to retain their immortality grafting their limbs onto them. Hence why the first boss you fight is actually one of their pincers that's just made out of human hands.
Oof.
I fought him again recently.
Oh.
We
Oh,
touched
jeez.
base. I surprisingly one-shotted him. More on that story at 11. Anyway, I came back and I noticed the Patches had a chest open. It was a trap.
Oh, of course it was.
Yep. Patches does not want you to go through his shit.
No, of course he doesn't. Patches is kind of a dick.
Well.
Well, he says, asshole. Oh, wait, is he gonna rob you?
Nope.
The gods demand vengeance.
It's that thing where he drops you into an area you weren't planning to be at.
But instead of kicking you, he literally trapped you.
Yep, he teleported me out. The only thing is, I've already been here, and I've already fought that bear. I just choose not to do it again, and what do? Wisdom. The thing that is a gimmick about this is when
Jesus.
Patches does that, you can't fast travel until you rest at another place of grace.
Huh.
I found that out when I was trying to select it, because they all have a little icon saying, no, you can't go there. Anyway, that's Patches. He's in Elden Ring. Okay, yeah, there you go. Bye-bye.